It was just another ordinary morning when a car accident suddenly shattered the quiet. When police arrived at the scene and opened the vehicle, they discovered 5 bodies lying neatly inside. Each corpse had a tag attached to its foot bearing the name of a hospital. While the officers were still puzzling over this discovery, they found several large bags of white powder hidden beneath the bodies. Following this lead, police quickly traced the corpses back to their intended destination. They were supposed to be delivered to the medical university for educational purposes. The person designated to receive them was a young professor named Wen Yu. Police immediately brought Wen Yu in for questioning. Faced with their suspicions, the professor firmly maintained that he was only responsible for teaching and knew absolutely nothing about drugs. With no direct evidence against him, the police had no choice but to let him go. However, a reporter looking to boost their views happened to interview Wen Yu and then maliciously edited the footage, claiming the professor was using corpses to smuggle drugs. The video spread like wildfire, and internet users exploded with outrage. Harsh criticism flooded every platform. What they didn't know was that Wen Yu was actually a scientist developing cancer treatment drugs. The entire pharmaceutical industry was closely watching his research progress. If this anti-cancer drug succeeded, it would save countless lives. But the online mob destroyed everything. Under tremendous public pressure, the medical school immediately shut down his research project. The reporter began to realize they might have made a terrible mistake. They interviewed Wen Yu again, hoping to uncover the truth. Just then, police suddenly discovered that Wen Yu had a mysterious overseas bank account. On the very day of the car accident, this account had received an enormous wire transfer. Police decided to bring Wen Yu in for questioning again, but when they arrived at his home, he had vanished. Even his younger sister Wen Qi couldn't reach him. He wouldn't answer calls or respond to messages. Just as police were about to take his sister in for questioning, she suddenly received a text from her brother, but the message was extremely strange, almost like a farewell. Police immediately traced the location where the text was sent. It showed the medical school laboratory. At that very moment, police received an emergency call. There was a fire at the medical school. The burning location was precisely Wen Yu's laboratory. Everyone rushed to the scene, but before firefighters could begin their rescue efforts, the lab exploded violently. Wen Qi completely broke down. Her brother was still inside. After the explosion, police found a male corpse in the rubble. Through identification, the deceased was confirmed to be Wen Yu. The preliminary determination was that the explosion was caused by smoking. Following their investigation, police concluded that Wen Yu had committed suicide because he couldn't handle the public pressure. But his sister Wen Qi refused to believe this conclusion. Looking at her brother's body, her mind was filled with questions. The cause of the explosion was an unextinguished cigarette butt, but she knew her brother never smoked. Haunted by this doubt, Wen Qi swore to uncover the truth. She made a life-changing decision in her heart. She would enroll in medical university to become a forensic pathologist.